So you've been on Hard Knocks before. I've
Mhm.
seen you. What are the pros and cons?
Yeah, let's talk about it on Wednesday because we're gonna have a big session on it on Wednesday. So we'll spend that time then.
You mean feel like it's been a half coordinated offense? How different is the terminology
The terminology is different. It's still football. At the end of the day, the plays, it's not a significant different system. I mean, the plays are still football plays. How we call it and how we go about it is probably a little bit different. I think the guys have done a good job. I think Todd's done a good job with the rest of the offensive staff of implementing the system. We've had, kind of a head start. We get to meet with the players and do certain things on the field in phase 2. So I think we're where we need to be.
Tyrod said you called him on draft day to tell him Baker was the guy. What was your message to him?
Because I think it's important. I mean, as I said when we brought him here, he's our starting quarterback. I think our quarterback should know exactly what we're trying to accomplish and do. And he's still the starter. I wanted him to know we we're going to bring Baker aboard, that Baker would compete. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure he knew he had my support, just as Baker has my support, just as every quarterback on our team had my support.
In these last few weeks, have you reaffirmed that to him? That he's.
Yeah,
no
I don't.
How many times you're asked by us?
Yeah, I don't think I've had to. I don't think I've had to do that. I think when you do it the first time and be very, very strong about it, I think he understands that. I think they all do. Again, we'll go into this thing, and like I said, our guys. This is a competitive league, But Tyrod, you have to have a starter. You have to start out there with somebody, and that will be Tyrod.
I want to ask you this question today rather than Wednesday.
Okay, you got it.
Wednesday in front of the HBO people. But doesn't their presence in that show complicate your job of keeping the quarterback situation the way you want it?
No. I'm not. The narrative for me, I think what you guys can see is not going to change, and it's not going to change because the show's there. I don't think that's going to be our focus as a football team. Our focus will be to have a great training camp and get better and become the best football team that we can be. It won't be about the cameras. I like you said, I've been a part of it, and it wasn't about that then. So I don't think it'll be about that now.
Hugh, with Tyrod and obviously Baker, a lot of attention on him. He's a high-profile guy.
Absolutely.
Number one pick. All that goes with that. How well equipped do you think Tyrod is to kind of handle that guy coming in behind?
I think he's well equipped. And again, that's everybody else is creating all the buzz. Don't get me wrong. I think Baker Mayfield is the future of this organization and a tremendous football player. But at the same time, he's never played a game and never won a game in the National Football League. Tyrod has. So that's the road we're going to travel right now and keep going from there.
Why do you think Tyrod is well?
Because
something in his background, or
I think he's handled all that. I think he's been an underdog himself all his life. I think people have always counted him out, and people have always chased better, and he's always proven otherwise. So I think he'll get an opportunity to continue to do that.
Hugh, I'm sure this time of year there's always hope with the team, and spring is in the air and that kind of thing. Is it any different this year? I know this is the time you're always feeling good about your team, but just with the guys that you've added and where you stand going in right now, do you just feel any different?
I do. I'm a lot more confident. I haven't been here 2 years, 2 tough years. The addition of John Dorsey and the personnel staff, the free agent period that we had, and putting better talent on the team, the draft, putting really good talent on the team, the talent that was already here, coupled with that, gives me a sense of optimism, that we truly can turn the corner. I think the last 2 years we're turning the page on that and moving forward. I think our guys, to a man, I think this is a better football team. I think it's a tremendous football staff and team, and so we got to go out and prove that.
Hugh, the first 2 years you were here, there was a lot of talk, a lot of conversation about changing the culture within the building, within the organization, and obviously on the field. That hasn't happened, but the fact that you've added so many new faces in a variety of positions, how difficult is it going to be for all of those personalities to come together and give you what you're looking for as far as that culture change?
Well, I think that's our job as a staff to push the right buttons and try to create the right environment. I think there's certain things culturally that we have changed. Obviously winning is the ultimate thing. That's what we have to get to as fast as we can. But the work ethic, how we go about our business, how we do things, how we are in the building, outside the building, how we go about being Cleveland Browns, I think that part's better. Now what we have to do is deliver on the ultimate, which is winning, and I think we can.
Do you have a number, a head count yet for people who are going to join you in the lake, or is that an ongoing recruiting effort?
No, I'm not recruiting anymore. You know, whoever wants to go, go. I made the statement, so I'm just I'm happy and very excited that there's a lot in the organization that want to go with me because they truly believe they're part of it, and we are. We all hold each other accountable to what we're trying to accomplish, and I appreciate them for doing that.
And the reason the public not invited is
Because the public didn't make that statement, I did. You know, so I think it's something I have to own up to, not them. So that's what that's all about.
Are you going to have, I mean, we know the reason behind it, but you turn it into a charity thing. Do you think you'll have fun with it?
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be fun. But I truly believe it's a cleansing. It's a turning of the page of the past 2 years. It's been tough. I mean, let's just be honest. But I think brighter days are ahead. So why not jump in, go under that water, come out a little bit different, feeling good about where we're headed as an organization, football team.
You off topic. LeBron James, you've observed from afar. Just as someone in the business of sports, how would you characterize what he means to this city? I mean, it's an obvious question, but
Yeah.
you know it.
No, I think he means everything. I think he sets the bar for everything. I think our players look to him too, and just watching what he's done, you know, in his career from a young man to now. He's done it the right way, and he's done it with class, and he's done it with toughness and grit, and he's gotten guys to play harder and better, and he's uplifted a city, you know, and obviously winning a championship a year or 2 years ago, whenever it was outstanding, and he's chasing it again right now. So LeBron is what we all hope for have happened, you know, the wins that he's had personally, wins, team wins, all that.